Hey guys, welcome to the new channel r/loseit. My name is George, and today I present to you, did anyone else realize just how fat they were after they started losing? After losing 30 pounds, female, 5'7", 31 years old, 210 pounds to 180 pounds, I'm just now looking into the mirror and seeing how far I have to go to. I don't think I've had super high self-esteem in the past or anything. I've always known I was overweight. But it's like I just didn't really see it when I looked in the mirror. Almost like the opposite of body dysmorphia telling you you're heavy when you're thin. Anyone else have a similar experience? It's a bummer to feel the full weight of how much work lies ahead, but I'm grateful to at least be young enough and healthy enough to work on it. Thanks to this sub for the inspiration to keep at it even during the isolation. We can do it. I always knew I was fat. I never knew how fat I actually looked. People told me I carried the weight well, so I thought I looked okay. I cringe now at the pictures from before. Same. Even 20 pounds ago, I think, geez. I wonder what people thought of me at 357 pounds. I was told I carried it well, but I think people were being nice. People are not just being nice. It's like hearing your voice on a recording. It sounds cringe to you, but completely normal to everyone around. I don't think, oh god, he's fat, every time a relatively overweight stranger is around. Nobody is, unless you're 500 pounds plus. 20 pounds is actually quite a lot, so it isn't surprising you can see it. Congrats on the loss. Agreed, and thanks. It's hard. Someone on Progress Pics recently posted at my height and current mid-healthy BMI weight as their before and their after is 20 pounds less at the lowest end of the healthy BMI range. The difference between the two pictures made me feel huge all over again, like I haven't gone far enough, even though I'm typically totally satisfied with my loss and maintaining my 5-pound range. Going lower would actually not look good on me. Had to have a serious talk with myself about that one. I definitely feel that. I knew I was fat, but I didn't realize how bad it had gotten until I started watching what I ate and trying to exercise. When I changed sizes from XXL to XL, it was massive progress, but felt like barely anything compared to how much work I would need to put in to wear a size small. But somehow, I kept doing what I was doing, and now I wear a size medium, and my goal is in my sight. Similarly, I think part of why you feel this is because you have also made progress. Things have changed and you have more perspective now. It's kind of a good thing to realize that now you're paying enough attention to know what work lies ahead. Keep on doing what you're doing, and you'll get there. One of my fears is the amount I'll spend on replacing my wardrobe. Is it really annoying if your clothes keep becoming obsolete? I hit up thrift stores regularly and donate back when things get too big. It all works out. Awesome, I'll keep that in mind. Annoying. It's the best annoying feeling you'll ever have. Way better than the feelings brought up when once again you outgrow the clothes you have bought since you outgrew the size before that. It's a bit of a hassle to keep adjusting your clothes, but there's ways to make it work. Here are some tips that have helped me so far. Buy stretchy jeans and wear a belt when the waist gets loose. Tuck in baggy shirts. Crop baggy t-shirts. Learn to do a basic hem and hem loose-fitting dresses when they start looking baggy and long. I buy some stuff from thrift stores and stores like TJ Maxx and Marshalls, but I'll occasionally treat myself to some nicer things too. It's possible to stretch some items of clothing for much longer than you would think. I started to really focus on my health in February 2019, and since then, I would estimate I've spent maybe $300, if that, on new clothes since then. That would be the equivalent of spending $20 on clothes a month, which I definitely do not do. Me. I'm 60 pounds down over 10 months of work and just looked back at my starting pictures and am so ashamed. I always knew I was bigger, but I thought I carried my weight really well. Looking back, I don't think that anymore. But that girl 10 months ago is no less worthy of my compassion and love because she got me through college. She got me some wonderful friends and lots of fun trips. She got me to where I am today, which is happier, healthier, and in a normal BMI range for the first time, ever. Still, learning to implement this thought process, but we start today. I've recently been getting really down on myself looking at old pics and feeling the same sort of embarrassment, but reading your second paragraph honestly helped so much. I started at 161 at 5'4" and have got myself down to 130 in about the same amount of time, and some days I don't see it at all, but you're right in saying that the accomplishments should be absolutely celebrated, and our past selves shouldn't be judged so harshly. Thank you for that, and congrats on your progress. Thank you so much. And as a fellow shorty, it is harder since our metabolism is slower, but look at us go. We have always been this amazing, but now I really feel it. Thanks, I needed to hear this. 100 pounds lost? Congrats! What a dedicated person you must be. I could always look in the mirror and stand at certain angles, wear certain clothes, etc. to hide it. And no one ever commented on my weight. Once I'd lost about 10 kilos and I could really see a difference. It was really obvious that I had been kidding myself. Also, my parents admitted that they had been really concerned about me, but just didn't want to hurt my feelings. Now that I've lost more than 25 kilos, looking back at the photos is scary as hell. Shit, this could be something I could write. Exactly. Even the thing with my parents. Even how much you've lost. Huh. And the mirror and ankle things. Definitely me. I was in deep denial to the point of wearing the wrong size clothes because there's no way I'm a 24. That dress brand just runs small. I snapped out of it when I realized I was having trouble moving the same way I used to. Like washing my back in the shower was becoming hard because there was more of me in the way and I couldn't reach anymore. I was able to dismiss other things. My feet hurt all the time because my shoes are too old. I wouldn't be out of breath if it weren't so hot, but I couldn't dismiss that one. I had something similar. I noticed that I couldn't cross my legs as easily or as tightly as before, and my whole shin would stick out at an angle when I tried. Can't blame anything else for that. Now I'm losing weight, I can feel my leg crossing over more tightly than before, and a NSV for me will be able to curl my foot back around the other ankle when I cross my legs, like I used to be able to do. Yes, I was told all the time I look good for a big girl, but I never realized how big I was at 225 until I look at side-by-side pictures from that time. I was moving 40-pound bags of heating pellets 6 months ago and realized that I would have to strap on 5 of them to be the weight I was at my heaviest. I knew I was huge once, but that blew my mind. I went from 335.5 after a meal to 129.5 fasted underweight. I was overtrained, hurt, and malnourished. So I stopped training and ate everything. I'm now 12 pounds over a healthy BMI and working down to a more reasonable number, probably 155. Bottom line, your perception of yourself is usually weird. I never thought I was too bad since my BMI was hanging on the upper ranges of normal. When I looked in the mirror, I only saw hints of a second chin, but oh boy did I get slapped each time I saw myself in a photo, especially next to slim people. How I appear to others must be so different than what I see when I look in the mirror. Opposite body dysmorphia is a good way to put it. I was 220, 5'7", 31 female, now 168, 145 ultimate GW, and I woke up this morning and felt fatter than ever. I'll get through it though. I've heard this happens when you start really getting closer to your goal weight. Just want to say that with those stats, I bet you look absolutely amazing. Keep up what you're doing and you'll get through this day of feeling fat. If you have any of your fat clothes left, go and try them on to help make yourself feel the progress you've made. Thank you. I really appreciate the sentiment. I'm actually wearing all the same clothes as before because I'm broke as hell, lol, but there's definitely a difference. I'm going to keep going since this is my lifestyle now. Good luck on your own journey and thank you for the kind words. I felt that way when I got close and someone said something that stuck for me. When you get close to your goal weight, you stop looking like a fat person and start looking like a thin, average person who has some extra weight on them. And those are really different things. The change can be jarring. That makes so much sense. Thank you for the perspective. I ride my bicycle to work a couple of days a week. I bring my work clothes in a backpack. One day, I forget a belt, but I had an old one in the back of a desk drawer. I had to punch a hole in it so it would fit. Forgot to buy a new belt before lockdown. I'll be pinching the hole this week. That typo sounds like a really dirty euphemism. We have similar starting stats, 5'6"-ish and 210 starting weight. I thought I couldn't possibly weigh that much cause all my clothes still fit, or so I thought. Busted old jeans size 12 that have no spring in the stretch anymore that I can barely get buttoned don't mean I'm still a size 12. They fit when I was 180. Looking at pics of myself at the time, I know that in my mind, I didn't think I could possibly appear heavy. I don't have a small build anyways, so I thought I wore it well. disguising the extra pounds in wide hips and shoulders and an hourglass build where the fat was evenly distributed. I guess I sort of did. I didn't start looking bad, tired, unhealthy until I got to be around 180 plus, but it's still not my preferred look to be around that range. Didn't even realize that I was gaining until suddenly I was rocketing past the 200s and found the presence of mind to reverse that. I think you're right though. The closer you are to a healthy weight, the more noticeable of a swing a few pounds can be. I know I feel it now. I was 148 for a while before the quarantine, and now I'm 158 and feel noticeably different in the way my clothes fit and the bloating in my face and abdomen. When I was bigger, my weight could go up to 20 pounds and I wouldn't even realize it. At 104 kilograms, I figured I had maybe 20 kilograms to lose. I wasn't that big. I've been 90 kilograms through most of high school and figured I had just a little to lose them. So I was thinking that getting to 85 or maybe 80 would be pretty good. That would be a BMI of 27, but BMI isn't accurate for everyone. Ended up losing 39 kilograms. At 104, I had just been able to fit XL shirts. At 66, I was regularly buying XS, and my BMI, which turns out is bang on for my build, was about 22.5. Boy, how little did I know. After 2 kids, I've crept back up a bit and I'm currently on the way back down. At 73, I'm just inside the healthy BMI range and I'm 30 kilograms from my highest weight and about 10 kilograms below my goal weight, with close to 10 still to go. Perspective really changes when you start actually studying your body rather than taking it and the gossip you hear for granted. Very similar experience. 102 kilograms was my top weight and I knew I was overweight, but I didn't realize by how much. I thought 80 kilograms would be a great goal. Got there, realized there was still further to go, so 75, so on and so forth. I now hover around the 69 kilogram mark, have dropped from size 16 to 18 to 10-ish. Would like to get below 65 and hover around there and see how it works for me. I'm doing track work, riding racehorses now, though, and have gained a fair bit of muscle, plus all of my loose skin, so maybe a decent effort to get below 65. Yeah, but felt comfortable with it as well. It wasn't causing me any issues. I could still walk up in the hills. The up bit took a bit of an effort though, ride to work, etc. But knew I had to lose the weight before it potentially did become an issue. I'm 2 stone down, got another stone and a half to go. That will still put me in an overweight BMI, but not obese BMI as I was. In the current climate, I'm not sticking to my diet as much as I should. I am out exercising more though, running and cycling, so making sure that I'm getting out and exercising. Can't wait to get back in the gym though, so I can push myself more and give my body a decent intense workout. OMG, yes! Every time I see that someone's starting weight is my current weight, and I remember I've already lost and kept off like 50 pounds just to make it to the same point where they are, realized they had to get their act together. Also, when I turned sideways while looking into the mirror. Yeah, this was me. Looking back, it must have been a heap of denial and cognitive dissonance to think wearing a 4X made me just a little bigger than everyone else instead of being the equivalent of 2 other people at times, and almost 2 of current me.